Hey everyone, let's talk about India's economy. It's looking pretty good for the next few years. Experts think it'll grow by about 6.5% each year from 2025 to 2030. Things like cars, phones, insurance, houses, and online shopping will help it grow a lot. The government will still spend money and help out, but maybe not as much as before. Prices shouldn't go up too much, maybe around 4%. That's good news for everyone. The Reserve Bank of India, which is like the boss of all the banks, might lower interest rates a little in early 2025. But things happening around the world might make them be careful about doing it too much. All in all, India's economy seems strong. Making sure our banks and money stuff are in good shape will be really important, just in case things get tough in other countries. Donald Trump's second term as president could be good or bad for India and the US. Some people in his team really like India, so that might help. One thing they might agree on is people moving from India to the US for work. Even though Trump talked about it before, he seems okay with the H-1B visa program, which lots of Indian professionals use. Also, some people want to get rid of the limits on green cards for each country. That would be great for Indians waiting a long time to live in the US permanently. But trading stuff between our countries could be a problem. Trump doesn't like that India charges extra money on things from other countries. Talking about this and working together will be really important for both countries. It all depends on if they can agree. The US and China are fighting about trade and technology. This actually might be good for India. Lots of companies want to make their things in different places, not just China. India has many people ready to work, and we're getting better at making things. So, companies might want to come here instead of China. That would help India's economy a lot. Also, India's tech businesses could get money that would have gone to China. If the US and India work together on things like artificial intelligence, medicine, and green energy, India could become a really important tech place. But India needs to make it easy for companies to do business here and encourage new ideas. India needs to improve some things to be really successful. We need better roads, trains, and airports, so it's easier and cheaper to move things around. We also need to make it easier to start and run a business. It's important to teach people new skills so they can get good jobs. And we need to fix some old problems, like how hard it is to buy land and hire people. If India does all these things, our economy will be super strong. Section 5. Currency considerations, riding the waves of fluctuation. The Indian rupee, our money, goes up and down in value, just like other countries' money. Things happening around the world, interest rates, and how much money is coming into or leaving India can change the rupee's value. If the rupee is worth less, it's cheaper for other countries to buy things from India. But it also makes things we buy from other countries more expensive, which can make prices go up here. What happens with other countries' money, especially China's, is important too. The Reserve Bank of India has to be careful about the rupee's value, so things don't get too expensive, and our economy stays strong. Section 6. Regional alliances, forging partnerships for growth. Working with other countries is really important these days. India is trying to work more closely with nearby countries and other important countries in Asia. If we sell more things to countries in Southeast Asia, Indian businesses will do better, and we can work together on things like building roads and making things. Joining groups of countries that trade together, like the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, could also help India. But we have to be careful that these agreements don't hurt businesses in India. Working with other countries is important for doing well in the world. Section 7. Sectoral Spotlight. Engines of the Indian economy. Some important parts of India's economy are going to help it grow a lot. Making cars, especially electric cars, will be big. Telephones and internet stuff will keep growing fast because everyone uses smartphones. More people will buy insurance because they have more money and know it's important. Building houses, especially ones that aren't too expensive, will be important. And online shopping will keep growing because so many young people in India use the internet. These businesses, and others like medicine, travel, and green energy, will create lots of jobs and help India become richer. New ideas and people starting businesses are really important for these areas to be successful. Section 8. Challenges and risks. Navigating uncertainties. Even though things look good for India, some things could cause problems. Problems in other countries like trade wars, fighting, or if their economies get weaker, can affect India too. In India, we need to fix things like some people being very poor and others being very rich, and we need to make our roads, trains, and airports better. Climate change is also a big problem, especially for farming and water. The government, businesses, and regular people need to work together to fix these problems. If India can handle these problems, our economy will keep doing well. Section 9. Conclusion. India's potential on the global stage. India has a great future, even with the challenges. We have lots of young people, people who want to start businesses, and the government is making changes to help the economy. Even though things are changing around the world, there are still good opportunities for India to become more important. If we try new ideas, help our people learn, and work with other countries, India can become a really powerful economy. The next few years will be important for India to become as successful as we can be.